What's up? We in the building. We the ones. We damn sure the ones. Unlike that WWE Survivor Series. But we in the building. Y'all heard what I said, Wrestling Podcast. Diesel Detail. Darren, aka Data19. Here to talk over WWE's Survivor Series of 2021. No prelude to talk about it. Just gonna jump right in. The pre-show. The kickoff show. For some reason, this is what I need to be talking about. There's no point of putting two champions in a match and putting them on your pre-show. You had the United States champion, Damian Priest, going up against the Intercontinental champion, Shinsuke Nakamura, on the kickoff. Decent match on the kickoff, but at the end, Rick Boogs, you know, he likes to make sure that Shinsuke Nakamura stays up in it, so he plays the guitar. Damian Priest didn't like it, went outside, grabbed that motherfucker, broke it, then hit Boogs with it. Hit Boogs with it. Shinsuke didn't like that, came over there to help his friend. Priest turned around, hit his ass with the guitar, and ended in disqualification. For no good reason at all. The champion versus champion match. Had no defender. Which made they didn't have to fight in the first fucking place at all.
They didn't, but it's one of that big four pay-per-views, so they was gonna showcase the champions regardless.
Yeah. So with no win out of this, how y'all feel?
Well, I said
technically Shinsuke did.
It should have been added to the match. Like I said, they need to go. The United States champions need to be fighting the Continental champions for Survivor Series.
I get what you're saying, man.
And like you
but
said,
that was a fresh, exciting match.
But it was no type of build up to it.
Like they named the show like days before Survivor Series.
Like what does that do for both superstars? Absolutely nothing.
Just Raw versus Raw. That's what it is.
Well,
alright.
Well, to go the opposite direction, one of the few matches that actually had build up to Survivor Series, the Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch going up against the SmackDown Women's Championship. The SmackDown Women's Champion, Charlotte Flair. And as I told you guys earlier, this is the female version of the John Cena, Randy Orton rivalry over the years. Because these motherfuckers just gonna keep fighting and keep fighting and keep fighting with belts on the line, belts not on the line. So this is what? Like about the third time we done had Becky and Charlotte Survivor Series. Another good match. It was a damn good match. The girls put on a show. At the end, we gonna get to it, but at the end, Charlotte rolls up Becky, tries to use a rope, get caught. Becky rolls her over. Actually, she's gonna use a rope. Didn't really grab the rope till right at 2. But the referee didn't even attempt to see her use it like he did Charlotte. She sneaks away with the victory. Charlotte's all in the ring. You got one on me. Becky like, yeah, bitch, I got you, blah, blah. But Becky is the winner. Charlotte didn't win. How did y'all feel?
Big time bets.
They protecting big time bets. Charlotte got her fair share as a win.
I mean, and it's only fair. Charlotte is Charlotte, so Charlotte get hers, but...
Yeah. And Becky coming back missing all that time with the baby.
But months later, Becky is still getting the chairs though, so you gotta...
And they making her look that strong. And that's the same way she won a crown jewel with a roll-up pin hanging on the roof.
Again.
She
Bet you run down a cheap roll-up pin. That's how you do it, though.
Becky getting her heel.
She big time back. She getting her shine on. Man back the best in the last year. It's some change. So. Yeah. Like you said with Charlotte, like, it's nothing to it if she loses the match. Because it's Charlotte Flair. And plus she lost a cheap roll-up.
And the thing about this is, just like the Randy Orton and John Cena fight, the reason why people are not hyped for those matches no more because there's only so many times y'all gonna have a good ass match to make us say this is awesome when y'all keep fighting and we know what moves y'all gonna do.
Yeah.
Like we just waiting for you to pull out the moonsault. I'm waiting for the exploder. I know these are coming. So it's like it's gonna get harder and harder each time y'all fight to make this match better than the last.
Yeah, that's true. But sometimes they go along with what character they portraying at that point. And it was different for Becky because she wasn't a face no more, while fighting Charlotte. So it was a bit different.
Yeah. But yeah, Becky gets the win for the Raw side. Our next match was the traditional men's 5-on-5 Survivor Series match, and it was chock full of spots, chock full of action. It featured the Raw team of the visionary Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, the new guy Austin Theory, and the almighty Bobby Lashley against Team SmackDown, the Scottish Boy Drew McIntyre, King Xavier Woods, the charismatic enigma Jeff Hardy, Happy fucking Baron Corbin, and the Celtic Warrior Sheamus. Now, we'll get into a little bit of this, but we'll go straight to the end. It was Seth Rollins and Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy, with all the momentum on his side, gets the Twisted Fate. He goes up for the Swanton Bomb. Knees to the back. And that knee to the back turned into, as Michael Cole would call, a stomp. And that leads to Seth Rollins being the lone survivor of Team Raw, pulling it out for his guy. But how y'all feel about the match and some of the things that went on during the match, like how it started with the Kevin Owens show?
It was a pretty good match. It started with Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins arguing who wanted to start the match. Then finally Seth Rollins just got out the ring. KO said, "All right, I'm gonna start." And before they do the lock arms or whatever, he had the vintage KO roll out the ring. And he ain't just roll out the ring, he left the match and got himself counted out.
He said, since everybody wants me to be the lion bad guy, I'm going to continue to show you guys that's what y'all want me to be. That's who I'm going to be. But there was some good stuff in the match. Finn Balor got it going for the Raw side. After that shit going, he got a nice coup de grace on Happy Corbin, got his ass up out of there.
Yeah, at least he got that deep six.
Yeah, and then there was the time where everybody just got a little bit of shine out of nowhere. You seen Lashley, you seen Corbin get some, everybody. But one of the key moments was when Sheamus started to take over this match. Sheamus really started to take over the match. Yeah. Not to forget, Lashley did take out Woods with a mean ass hurt block. He just wouldn't let his ass go. The man was already gone. He was hanging like that. He wouldn't let him go. But Sheamus dominated this match down the end, fellas.
He did. And before that, you had the double count out with Drew McIntyre and Lashley. They just kept
that was probably the best decision of the whole match.
Yeah. Then they even had to bring extra referees out.
Because if you didn't do that, you had to let these niggas be the last ones.
Well, yeah, one of them would have to get eliminated, so you can eliminate both of them.
And then he tried to get the cheap shot with the Glasgow Kiss on Seth. Before, who rolled him up? I think it was Sheamus. Sheamus rolled him up. He kicked out, but then Sheamus got put up.
Yeah, and I left fucking 2-on-1 fucking Austin Theory and Seth. We want to get Jeff by himself. Jeff fought hard, and it was that classic. I don't know. It just built it right into the Jeff Hardy character of Jeff ain't gone nowhere. This is still an enigma, and it fed it to the fans with a chance that Jeff might come out of here with a victory. But they forgot one thing. The visionary was the one that he was going against, and it wasn't going down.
And as that continued, when I seen that double elimination, I was like, Seth winning this match. I was like, y'all know damn well Jeff is not winning. It's good saying Jeff wouldn't go that far though.
Not even that.
And for 30-minute match.
SmackDown wasn't winning anyway.
He was still winning.
Oh, that Jeff lasted so long.
Yeah. It was a good match.
Yeah.
I enjoyed watching it.
I think it was a good match despite the lack of build.
Now, those first two matches were they were actually enjoyable matches. Nothing I can really complain about as far as the action. Now, our next match was in celebration of the 25th anniversary of the debut of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. And they had a 25-man battle royal. You know how they do. They had random motherfuckers already in the ring with Raw and SmackDown shirts, and they just narrowed it down to their main 4 or 5 they wanted to bring in, like Sammy, AJ Omos, Ricochet. So I mean,
Street Profits.
Not really much. It was a lot of random shit in this match.
The funny part is to start the match, I noticed hella 24/7 people getting eliminated. Gulak was the first person to go out, then Shelton Benjamin. And then
Cedric Alexander.
And then Cedric Alexander a little later, but I saw Truth in the ring, and then at one point they put the camera, you wasn't in the ring no more. Imagine for this match they had some kind of special holiday Pizza Hut stuff out there. So Truth went out the ring, grabbed a slice of pizza and tried to give it to Omos so he could stop taking out everybody. Then he gave it to Otis and Otis ate it. And then dropped the pizza crust and beat up, hit Truth and he eliminated him. That was the entertaining thing. Truth always get the entertainment.
I mean, you can take what you want out of this match as far as entertainment.
And I told him before the match, so they almost ended. He won in the match.
But as I was about to say, this was dominated by Omos. 25 people. He had 12 eliminations, which means out of 24 people that eliminated, he eliminated half of.
Only 12?
Yeah.
It was more.
And I think his partner AJ Styles was included on that, especially when he got hit from behind by Apollo Crews. At the end, it was down to the last 5 people. AJ, Cesaro, Ricochet, and the Street Profits. They started ganging up on him. He was just too strong. They faked a lot of the big guy going over the top rope, about to mess up, make the mistake and go over, but he faked it every time, and he always capitalized until it was just like there was no denying you knew Omos was going to win this match. But is this really going to lead to anything besides the dumbass shit that happened at the end of the match that led to Street Profits running away with Boston Pizza, just slinging slices into the audience? Is there anything going to happen for this Battle Royal? Probably not.
I don't know. Probably what's the vector going to get out of this?
Probably some Raw tag team stuff. That's all I could see. Because on the Raw before, almost dominated the tag team, the squash tag team match. So I basically that's what that lead up for him winning the Battle Royal.
Or whenever he goes solo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because apparently they thinking about splitting them up at the drive, Omos and AJ Styles. But they decided to keep them together.
They definitely making Omos look strong.
You bang. 7'2".
Right?
Yeah. 300 pounds.
Motherfucker. Yeah, if you do it with Kyle Lee, you can do it with him. That fucking.
And he got more skill than Kyle Lee.
Shit.
Oh.
The next match was my best match of the night. It was the best match, in my opinion. It was the Raw Tag Team Champions, RKBro, Riddle and Randy Orton, versus the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Bloodline, the Ones, the Usos. And this match was entertaining from the start, man. And although everybody got some work in, you know who took the most punishment, as always. It was the boy Riddle. He was getting his ass kicked for majority for the first touchdown, said 10 minutes of the match until Orton came in, started getting power slams, and as Pat McAfee said, if Mike Cole was here, a vintage Randy Orton. Every time one team got the momentum, the other partner came in helping to get it back. There was super kicks all over the place. Pretty much, Randy Orton got the guys outside the ring. Vintage backdrops. It was spots everywhere, but at the end,
dropping them on the map.
Yeah. At the end, when Riddle had snuck a tag to Randy Orton, and Randy Orton got that off the ropes, Usos ain't see it. They hit another super kick on Riddle. Double super kick on Riddle. Laid his ass out, pulled him to the ring. Usos goes. I don't even know what happened to other Usos.
He was just out the ring.
After the super kick, he just went outside the ring, and then other Usos goes up to the top rope, gets ready for the Uso splash, and with perfect precision out of nowhere. The splash lands into an RKO.
Perfect time.
As Orton says, night night. He goes for the 1, 2, 3. The best match as far as overall consistency of spots, making sure the fans were happy, and an actual ending that made sense and that was definitive. It's okay to make a mistake and lose from a 1, 2, 3 without having to hold the ropes or get hit by a belt. It's okay sometimes. But RK-Bro, the faces, they looked good in this. And they got the victory. How'd y'all feel about it?
Yeah, of course I wanted my day ones to win. But that's a strong team in RK-Bro. And it was a good match.
Yeah, to me it was a really good match. And like you said, if you got the best tag team, whatever, the Usos, and like Darren was saying, Riddle and Randy Orton are actually a real good tag team. And plus, the Usos didn't really need to win anyway. How many times they've been Survivor Series team, and plus they going to be a tag team anyway. So this basically solidifies how good that RK-Bro is. And a nice ass RK out of nowhere.
Yeah. Got my RKO.
And that's it.
Yeah, good match. Our next match, you know, to kind of bring us a little border between that and the main event, was the Women's Survivor Series 5-on-5 match.
Mm-hmm.
Consisting of Team Raw, Bianca, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, Carmella, and Zelina Vega going up against Team SmackDown, The Boss, Sasha Banks, Shotzi, Shayna Baszler, Natalya, and Toni Storm. So this match started off with Carmella and Zelina playing with the damn mask, and Carmella immediately gets rolled up. That's one person automatically gone for Raw. Automatically gone for Raw. And I don't know how it came to be, but it got down to just being Bianca Belair as the only person of Raw going up against 4 of SmackDown.
I don't know.
And then all of a sudden, Shotzi and Sasha and everybody just
SmackDown was dominating Raw. What happened? SmackDown was dominating Raw. That's all there is to it. They was eliminating everybody.
Yeah.
But then all
That's
of a
what I'm
sudden,
saying. I don't know how.
It's
Raw
like
had the better team than me.
they got sick of what?
Raw had the better team.
They got
who on SmackDown besides Sasha is topping Bianca and Rhea Ripley?
The Boat and Shayna Baszler.
They got Shayna.
Alright, they got Shayna too.
And Shotzi is solid. She just made it to the main roster later. And Toni Storm is still solid.
Yeah, I still take Shotzi over Liv Morgan wrestling.
Yeah, alright, you're right. SmackDown might.
Toni Storm was in there getting work in.
Shayna Baszler better than
Shotzi.
Yeah,
SmackDown.
Alright, you're right. Yeah.
SmackDown was
You
really
want to talk
dominating
about
now.
wrestling?
If you're talking about
skill, and none of these bitches fucking with Shayna Baszler.
And then, you know, from watching,
SmackDown,
the storyline with Shotzi and Sasha all messed the match up.
Yeah.
But why was the other group members go ahead?
Because Sasha is the leader, and she always thinks she better than everybody. That's why he was mad. She got in the ring.
I've seen the record them following her at the beginning.
Shotzi was mad. It was like I'm legal, and then they started fighting, and then they all pulled Sasha out the ring and made her get counted out. They made Sasha they made their own partner get counted out. They made Sasha get counted out. So that's how I got 3-on-1. Even before that happened, I was like, is Bianca going to run?
I was
like, Bianca going to run the table and come back? And
she did.
She did.
Couple Bianca and Shotzi left.
Couple KODs on the last few girls that ended.
Yeah.
Sasha actually pulls it out. The 1-on-4 comeback, looking like a young Dolph Ziggler out there. But
it looked like Natalya was going to win. She got the disc close on and the sharpshooter. But Bianca got out of that. She did the glam slam on Shayna Baszler. Beat her with that, and then got a nice kiss of death KOD on Shotzi. On Shotzi for the 1, 2, 3. Bianca ran the table and came back.
Ran the table. She the EST for a reason.
What I liked about this, they actually gave a woman time. It was almost as long as the men's match.
Yeah.
Like good 20, 25 minutes. A showcase now. Give them that time to shine. That's all they asked.
Our main event. It was champion versus champion. It was the WWE champion. Big E going up against your Universal champion. The tribal chief, the head of the table, Roman Reigns. 69 days. Going up against 448 days. Say what you want. But Big E looked as solid as any champion has looked against Roman Reigns in 448 days. This was a damn good match. I mean, this is another match you get what you want out of it, but they did what they had to do. For as Darren would always say, it's 2 big ass behemoths. Solid match, couple close pinfalls at the end when Roman you just thought he was going to take this shit and run away with it. Big E was like, nah, nope. I don't want to hear that shit. Superman punch, I'm back up. Superman punch, I'm back up. There's Superman punch while Roman's hyping up the crowd. I told y'all I'm this and this. He turns around. Ooh, Big E is right there in his face. Let's go. Big E gets a little run on him. Gets the spear outside of the ring. Gets Roman ass back in the ring. Goes for it again. Gets caught in almost a guillotine to the point Roman takes over. Throws his ass into the outside ring to the steps. Gets him with a Superman punch. Throws him back into the ring. He's about to walk into another big ending. But instead, turns around into a second and final spear. And Miss Roman secures the victory. There were no Usos involved. There's nothing like that. Roman gets the big victory, but damn, did E look good. And he looked like he actually had a chance.
Mm-hmm.
One of the first people in a while to pull off this victory. How did y'all feel about that? And how y'all feel about Roman moving forward? With the possibility of Brock Lesnar Looming, with Kayla saying Brock is no longer suspended.
Pretty good damn match. I already had 100% in my mind that Roman Reigns was going to win. But Big E put on a good showing. Got his showing why he should be the WWE champion and the face of Raw.
Yeah.
But that also showed why Roman Reigns is not just the face of SmackDown, the face of WWE as a whole.
I felt like this was the perfect time
He the one.
to build a storyline to
It
what Royal
was.
Rumble WrestleMania
Yeah.
about letting Reigns lose
But that's what I was
because
saying.
it wasn't
Yeah.
for the title. This could have been a perfect time for him to kick out at the 3 or get pinned and the referee didn't see his foot on the ropes where he's mad and now, but he still has to live with the fact that he got a loss. So now he got a whole feud surrounded why he has to prove even more why he's a tribal chief.
Yeah.
I just felt like that they went the
They just
easy,
ahead
they
of
went
the
the
table.
easy route just to go toward the end of the year for day
Yeah,
one.
that's what
Just
they
to get it
did.
over with.
Ain't no easy route. You don't lose them matches.
It could have been up one of
Reigns
those
ain't
matches
losing one of them
when a
matches.
referee fucked up. You got a whole storyline with a
Yeah.
referee in the ring. He telling them, acknowledge me, tell me you sorry. Adam Pearce fired. So you're not going to fire him, Adam? So what does that mean? Anything could have happened. There was a lot of stuff that could have happened. I just felt like they just like,
They could've.
fuck it, we got 500 days on this here. Let's just go.
But what did happen before the match, Kayla talked to Brock in the back and said Brock Lesnar suspension is not indefinite no more.
But I just Kayla know that.
And why the
Vance
hell
is the one that
That Paul
gave
Heyman
the
keeps
suspension?
saying Pierce and talk to about Pitt. And I'm like, what the hell is you doing?
So maybe that's foreshadowing for Brock to pop back up.
I still want
It could have been on Survivor Series, but it didn't happen.
I
So
mean, it's
maybe
definitely foreshadowing
it
because
would
there was
happen
no
on
reason for
SmackDown.
him to mention Brock on SmackDown either about how Brock didn't win the King of the Ring. Brock ain't even been in the
But
King
you
of the Ring
ain't
tournament in fucking 15, 20 years, so why would you even say he's not the king? Roman is, what the fuck was that for?
And good tribute by Roman to The Rock with the Rock bottom that he hit on Big E in the match.
Shit, you might as well say tribute to Becky then.
Does Becky give a tribute to The Rock every time?
No, that's a man. Who's
Come on, man.
Come on, yeah. Just a man who's claiming because she asked The Rock and she used the damn move. It was a pretty damn good match too. I agree with Darren and Diesel. On the other hand, I already knew that Roman was going to win. But on the other hand, I felt like the same that Diesel said, that it was no better way for Reigns to lose in like a controversial way, like you said, kick out at the 3 to Big E winning him.
To me, this would have helped. Not only you already got Roman Reigns as your main superstar.
Yeah, it would
This
have
would have helped
him a
people
lot.
want to tune into your other
Star,
star,
yeah, there we
to
go.
want to know why they beat the
Why
tribal
they
chief
beat Tribal Chief?
or how they beat them. I just feel like you missed the spot to make people tune in.
Man, you like he's
Now people ain't got no reason to tune in for the next 6 weeks because you ain't got nothing special for them to tune into because they roaming and beat everybody.
like
and
that's
you ain't got
and that would be
nothing.
a way to like even solidify Big E more, like he said, for them to be more interested in watching Raw.
Like from the
The
littlest thing,
SmackDown.
from the littlest thing, you let Big E sneak away with that win yesterday. You got a whole storyline.
You know how much
that literally
attention
start on Monday.
how much
with
attention they
Roman
would
Reigns
get
wanting to come out
on
there and
Raw.
make anything.
That would give them a lot of attention with Big E defeating the Tribal Chief, the head of the table.
And you telling me Bruce Pritchard is in charge of this writing shit?
I can see what you're saying.
Like that helps them
I
gain.
just feel
that
like
helps them gain
with
a
you
lot.
not having a pay-per-view for the next 6 weeks, that's something you use
That's
to
a-
get people to
yeah.
tune in because we already proved that your weekly shows are not as nowhere near as strong as your pay-per-views. So you want to keep people tuning into your regular shows until day one.
And that would be interesting too, like you
Instead
said.
of you giving me the same different incarnation of tag matches or 6-man tag matches, and then you have 3 separate singles matches just to not give me the same 6-man tag. I just feel like they had something here. They could have made it special for the next couple weeks.
You know, Vince McMahon said no, sir, no chance. But all in all, yeah. So
now what? Roman about to go back and keep fighting with fucking Woods again?
Yeah.
Like he just that should have been the culmination of this.
No, actually, I think that was the finale.
You could have
To
built.
me, that brought the storyline back around full circle. You already took out Woods, then he took out the biggest person from the New Day, and Big E, who was not even on SmackDown. So I think that storyline is over.
No, I don't.
No, I don't agree because I don't feel like
taking Kofi
I don't
out.
Kofi was already gone, and it was
Because they took Kofi out.
and it was definitely full circle with Big E beating Lashley and taking him apart, and Lashley the one that eliminated Woods from the Survivor Series match.
nobody even worry about that
What
no
they
more.
got
Now.
to do with
It was on a whole different show. He don't even matter to that
now got
part
to
no
do
more.
with Lashley.
I'm
But
saying,
that's what I'm
But
saying.
you didn't need
Big
a
E
Wood
and Reigns is on separate
storyline,
shows,
but
so
you
why
didn't
would you
need
stop
any kind of Wood
some type of
storyline
storyline
included
too?
in their
If
storyline
they-
when it was already champion for champion.
But like
the
I get
championship
what
made
y'all
the
saying.
But like
storyline
we
by
specifically
itself.
I get what y'all
said,
saying, but why
give
would
it.
you make some kind of storyline with the two champions if they on separate shows?
But like no, we specifically
Exactly.
said that
So-
when
So that's my point.
Big E's
That's
women
why I
make
don't think it's
more
over.
people watch
Well,
it.
why would you bring a King of the Ring into a storyline about two champions and he's not the champion? Unless you're gonna use
Unless
him
you want to
after
continue that storyline.
I just think it was useful for him to be used because he's friend of the other champion. But why would you make him king unless he's gonna get a legit title shot in that? I'm not saying he's gonna win, but I feel like it could have been a lot of shit. I'm done.
And now what you think people it's gonna be the same bullshit on Raw?
The same bullshit on
What?
Raw. What you talking about?
Every week.
The
Darn.
same bullshit on Raw.
What happened? What happened in the main event of Raw? Darn.
A
What happened in
disqualification.
Raw this week? This fast again.
A disqualification.
And the main event, darn.
For like the 5th straight week.
Every week it's a disqualification.
In the main
or a
event.
nigga went with a roll up. Every week on Raw. Again.
When y'all could have probably had some interesting storyline with this or something.
You
Or
go
Biggie coming out there saying I'm the best. Why you had Roman a whole year saying he was the best? 448 straight days.
I'm surprised T-Bar didn't get released. That ass whooping he took for Damian Priest, I ain't seen him since.
He was in the
The back clapping.
He was in a battle royal. He got put out like 4th. And Durham was like, damn, dodging COVID. I meant T-Bar.
Watch, tomorrow they gonna give us a random singles match between Omos versus one of the Street Profits.
Omos against
keep
Angelo
going.
Dawkins.
You just put both of their asses out in the battle royal. Why they want to keep messing with you for?
Yeah. See, we gotta figure out now. You gotta figure out what type of storylines they gonna start doing, because you know the shit with Kevin Owens. You already know Seth Rollins getting the title job, but what's next with Kevin Owens?
Still, they will go back to that storyline with Kevin Owens and Big E. And Seth. Maybe it could be a triple threat for the title, or KO would just get a title shot first, since Seth Rollins already owed the title match with the
But how was KO the title match?
Because he beat up Big E.
Because
he beat him up.
That's how everybody got that title shot on Kofi when he was WWE.
That's what I said.
They
None
attacked them.
of them niggas earned a title
None of
shot.
them are just because they attacked them.
Dolph attacked him when he came back. Kevin Owens attacked him. None of them earned a title shot on Kofi. They just attacked him.
Stand by my shit from
Day
Full
one.
Gear.
I
So
see
the
Day
first
one.
3 matches of Full Gear was better than Survivor Series.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a survivor.
But other than that, WWE ain't got nothing else until day 1. I don't count NXT 2.0 with WWE no more. They two separate.
Separate
Vince
stuff.
McMahon
All you got is
fucking
war.
things. They got war games. Man.
For day
That was the
one.
Survivor Series. I survived that series. The shit WWE blew up. This is the her I heard when I said wrestling pod. These be tough. Gladiator down one now. If you can't see me tired of shit, you sure ain't gotta know everything that Bernie Man said. You don't know what time it is. But we out.